Grass. For most of us, we can't grow it where we want it. For others, it grows where we don't want it at all. Sure, it's part of nature like all other growing things, but when it turns your garden into a jungle, it can be more of a pain than a joy. To be clear, I have no lawn on this property. Everything is either beds or paths, and I like it that way. The grass, though, would rather recolonize the yard given half a chance. Given enough water, it leaps into the air, burying everything beneath. The San Fernando Valley was once covered in low grassland, dotted here and there with California live oak, cottonwoods, and willows, and it often wants to return there. You can see this in any vacant lot, and even more so in the nearby Sepulveda Basin Wildlife Reserve. Even without a lawn, maintaining a garden can still be a small battle. Here in Southern California, I don't usually have to worry about the unwanted grass too much. Unless you provide extra water, most grasses simply dry up and blow away as the summer heat arrives. This year, though, despite predictions for a dry La Nina year, this has probably been our second wettest year since we've owned this property. Hence, the jungle. Sure, in a few weeks it'll probably die back on its own, but neighbors and perhaps the neighborhood council might take exception to the grass overwhelming the regular plantings. So here I am, out in the front garden today, doing battle with grass. It's amazing how quickly it can shoot up, and how deep its roots can grow. Still, I used our excessively wet days to my advantage. It's much easier to pull or hoe grass out of the ground when the soil is nice and wet. There is a satisfaction in knowing that the same rain that caused the explosive growth also leads to its demise. Yes, perhaps I worry too much about my grass or what the neighbors think, even without a lawn. I could let it grow as much as it wants, knowing that in a month or so the temperature and lack of water will do it in. Still, it seems better to deal with the issue now rather than later. It's cooler, certainly, and if I let it grow now, there will only be more to remove later. So, not wanting to let the grass grow beneath my feet or over my garden, I resort to the hoe. I hope your gardening days are filled with more productive gardening tasks than mine. I would much rather be planting than pruning. This I know for sure.